Look at this view, amazing, amazing. G'day guys, it's Elaine Stewart here, your favorite hiker, and in today's video we are going to be hiking in Kamikochi, Nagano Prefecture in Japan. So not only am I going to show you Kamikochi, but I'm going to guide you through my process and how I got here and everything. So if you want to find out how I did all that, then keep watching the video. Kamikochi is a stunning destination located in the Japanese Northern Alps, renowned for its majestic mountain landscapes, crystal clear rivers and lush forests. There are many hiking trails that range from easy along the Asusa River to more challenging alpine climbs up Mount Chougatake and Mount Okuhotaka. In this video, I'll be hiking to the summit of a more intermediate mountain called Chougatake and show you how I travelled to Kamikochi from Tokyo and rented my alpine gear. Here's the plan. From the Shinjuku bus terminal in central Tokyo, I'll be taking a highway bus to the historic town of Matsumoto where I'll stay overnight. Then take the early morning train, then bus to Kamikochi. Once I reach Kamikochi in the morning, I'll then make my way up the Asusa River and start my ascent to the Chougatake summit. Then I'll hike back down to the Asusa River via the Mount Otaki Trail to where I'll spend my final night at Tokusawa Lodge. On my final day, I'll enjoy a leisurely stroll back towards the Kamikochi bus terminal and visit the famous Myojin Pond along the way, then make my way back to Tokyo in the afternoon. My journey begins in the back streets of Shinjuku, Tokyo, where I'll be renting some alpine climbing gear from a rental shop called Yamarent. You can rent anything here including jackets, boots, crampons and much more. It's currently spring in Japan, so there's still snow on the mountain peaks which can last up to June. I brought most of my hiking gear from Australia, but I'll need to rent an ice axe and probably a helmet just in case I encounter sections on the trail where there's loose falling rock. A helmet is an essential piece of gear, especially for Mount Okuhotaka and Chougatake. For me, I'm just getting the helmet just in case I need it. For a 3-day rental of the helmet and ice axe cost me about 6,600 yen or 66 Australian dollars, including GST. What's great about this business is that they only charge a rental for the days that you actually use the equipment, and you can even book the gear that you need online and have it sent to your accommodation ready for you to use. If you prefer to purchase some of your own gear, Japan has some great outdoor shops offering a wide variety of Japanese and international brands and products, which I also find to be cheaper than back home in Australia. Some of my favourite stores are Elbreth and Ishii Sports. For this trip, I bought myself a new UL hiking pack from a brand called Yamatomichi and some Temra's gloves which are great for the snow. After renting my gear from Yamarent, I'll now be taking the highway bus from the Shinjuku Expressway bus terminal to Matsumoto where I'll stay overnight before heading to Kamikochi. It takes about 3.5 hours from Shinjuku to Matsumoto. There is an option to take an express early morning or overnight bus to Kamikochi, which would take approximately 5 hours. But for this trip, I prefer to take a bit more time so I won't be so tired or rushed when I start my hike. After a quick overnight stay in Matsumoto, I catch a 6:30 am train to Shin Shimashima Station where I'll need to interchange for the bus to Kamikochi. You want to make sure that you take the train for Kamikochi on the Kamikochi line on platform 7. The train looks like this and says Highland Kamikochi Line on the front, bound for Shin Shimashima. Another thing I suggest is buying your train ticket from the window or ticket machine instead of using your prepaid Transport Suica or Pasmo card. In Tokyo, I had my Suica card on my phone and I got used to tapping on and off in and out of train stations. But for this particular local train, it uses a different system. Luckily, the station attendant kindly let me pass through and advised me to purchase my ticket properly next time. So best just to purchase your train ticket from the ticket window or machine. Either way, if you get stuck, just ask the helpful station attendants. The transfer from the bus to the train was pretty seamless without much waiting. Just simply get off the train, then onto the bus. I arrived at Kamikochi bus terminal just after 8 am, which I found to be pretty well serviced with the information centre, cafe, post office toilets and a shop for the last minute hiking gear. They also have luggage storage located just near the post office, which is where I left a bag and change of clothes for 2 nights. This cost me 350 yen and they charge per night, not per day. The only thing that they don't have are rubbish bins because it's a national park, so I had to put this with my luggage in storage. Best to dispose of any last minute rubbish at Shinjuku Station. I spent a bit of time here just organising myself, and I had a coffee at the cafe just before I left at 9:30 am.
So the plan for today is to hike from the Kamikochi bus terminal, which is near the Kappa Bridge, and then I'm going to go and stay the night at a mountain called Chougatake.
The first phase of the hike is very beautiful with its views of Mount Hotaka along the Asusa River, where you'll find several cafes and lodges and monkeys scattered around the area.
Oh, something's going on. Something's happening.
It's around the Asusa River where you'll find the majority of people enjoying day and overnight hikes, as it's possible to camp at one of the many campsites and lodges in the area, where you can even enjoy a hot meal and bath.
Beef. So in my video you're probably wondering what this bell ringing noise is, and that's actually a bear bell because bears are in Japan. The principle is that the bear will hear the bell so they'll run away. I've chosen not to have a bear bell on me. You're actually very lucky to see a bear. In a place like Kamikochi, it's very popular. There's a lot of hikers coming here and they're all got bear bells. And there are bear bells on the trail, like right here.
I reached the last lodge upstream at Yoko Sanso to have a quick break and top up my water before I made my steep ascent to the Chougatake summit. It's here at Yoko where climbers can begin their ascent up the famous Yarigatake mountain, but for now I'll be going to Chougatake. It's a very steep incline, and after the first hour or so I encountered patches of snow.
You step on the snow, you don't know what's underneath. There could be a big cavity and then you just fall straight through. You really don't want to have any injury up here and get stuck. So yeah, just be careful.
It wasn't long until I was putting on my micro spikes and using my ice axe to give me more stability to climb the steep incline. By this time it was already 3 PM, which is the time I wanted to be checking in at Chougatake Hut on the summit. But I knew I still had at least 1.5 hours before I got there.
Okay, I think I finally made it out of the snowy part. That's amazing. Alright, I'm running late. I think it's like 4:45. The lodge people won't be happy.
I was worried that they wouldn't be happy with my late arrival, as it's considered rude to be arriving late at your accommodation, especially in the mountains, considering the high risk of getting lost or having an accident. The last thing that they would want is to send out a rescue team after me.
Alright, finally made it here. Mount Chougatake, that way. Half an hour from here. Wow. Wow.
I arrived at Chougatake Hut at about 5:15 PM and found about 10 other climbers relaxing in the common area that evening. Luckily, no one was annoyed at me for being late, and I was only given the same kind of service and treatment as every other guest in the hut. For dinner, we were served grilled fish, Japanese hamburger, seaweed coleslaw, potato salad, and a sweet potato for dessert. It's also at this time that I was given my bento box for lunch for the following day. After dinner, I could now make my bed, organise my gear, and enjoy the summit views before the sun went down.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up and it's a beautiful view, as you can see.
As you may have gathered, things happen early and on time in Japan, including the sunrise just before 5 AM on this particular day. It wasn't long until breakfast was again served at 5:30 AM, which consisted of fish, egg, some salads, and again with the free flow of rice and miso soup. Today's plan is to continue along the ridgeline to Mount Otaki, then make my way back down to the Asusa River for my next accommodation at Tokusawa Lodge.
So I need to start my hike on that patch of snow down there, but it looks pretty steep on the other side. And then I'm going to Mount Otaki, which is, I think it's this one here.
Instead of hiking back down the same trail I climbed up, I purposely chose this longer route to maximize my experience. There was definitely a lot more snow on the ridgeline, and given that this was my first time using an ice axe, I thought I had better practice some self-arrest techniques in case I slip on the mountain.
Getting a bit slippery. I think bottle.
It took me a lot longer than planned to hike from Chougatake Hut to Mount Otaki. During summer, with no snow covering the trail, it should only take 90 minutes. But since I had not considered the snow cover, I had to backtrack a lot and constantly find the trail using my GPS. For this, I used All Trails app.
Okay, finally made it to Mount Otaki, 2616 meters. It's 10 o'clock. I left at 7:45. That's 2 hours and 15 minutes for me. It's only meant to take about an hour and a half, maybe even just an hour. But I was taking some video and I kept getting lost. Oh, okay, time for some lunch. Okay, this is my bento box which I got from Chougatake Hut. Look at that care in the packaging, it's beautiful. The chopsticks, look at that. The artwork. Wow, this is looks like a drawing of Chougatake Hut. You can see that, got some onigiri, some vegetable sausage, and some dumplings. I'm really hungry. Oishi. Konnichiwa.
確かに。
こんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。
The terrain became steeper and it was difficult to find the trail markers, but I did learn a trick.
So it's quite hard to navigate and find the track that you're meant to be on with all this snow around, as you can see. Like I don't see any markers around or anything, but one thing I've noticed is that where there are tree stumps, that's where the track is. It's around there somewhere. So another tree stump here, there's one over here. Oh, and there's a marker on the tree up there now. Found the track, I think. And here's my tree marker. So where there are tree stumps, there's a track.
The remainder of the trail ahead of me down to the Azusa River would normally take 7 hours to complete. Considering my slow progress through the snow, I knew that the earliest I could possibly make it to my check-in at Tokusawa Lodge would have been 5:30 PM. This meant that I had to really get a move on.
Not even halfway yet to the Tokusawa Hut. Just a lot of ridgeline walking, a lot of up and down. I've drank all my water, I'm really thirsty, getting a bit tired of trying to find the trail all the time, and there's no hard to get reception, so I'm hoping I can get reception on top of this thing. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart. By the way, I'm trying to get reception so I can email the lodge that I'm going to be late, because at this rate I think I'll be arriving there like 6 or 7, which is way later than yesterday. Still searching for reception. I guess there's not much hope in airplane mode to save some battery. I think no more snow after this. I thought I'd love snow, but after that, it's just nice to have a track you can follow now. Take all the ice axe and everything off. Hey! Well, I was wrong about the snow. There's still plenty to go around. But I think I found some water. A nice fresh alpine mineral water. Oops. Oh, there's definitely water here. Doesn't look too appetizing, but it'll have to do. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, I reached the intersection where I need to make my way to the Azusa River, and then I can make my final leg to Tokusawa Hut. It's been quite a long day. That's already 9 hours of walking, and not even finished. I've probably got 2 hours ahead of me as well. But anyway, we're getting there slowly. I just hope I have a dinner at the hut waiting for me. Still lots of snow, still plenty of snow to go around for everyone. I meant to make a turn and go down this way. Looks pretty steep. Do a lot of sliding. Crap, I think I need my ice axe. I'm gonna go do a jump sort of thing. Let's go. Okay, that worked alright. Well, I think it's definitely worth having the ice axe and micro spikes, at least micro spikes. I'm not going to take these off until I go 10 minutes without seeing snow. So apparently I'm meant to go over there, but I don't want to break my leg, so I might just have to go through the hole. Meant to walk down there, but that's not going to happen. Don't know if that's going to hold me up or not. Okay, hopefully it holds my weight. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see me after 11.5 hours of walking. It's now 7:07 and I've made it, almost made it to Takusawa Lodge. I'm really late. I'm meant to be there at like 3 o'clock. I'm really past dinner time, I think, which would have been 5:30. But almost there, just almost there. Okay, good night. Good morning everyone. So that was a really good experience staying at Takusawa Lodge. It felt like a premium hotel, and as soon as I arrived, you know, they were very concerned in me. They just wanted to make sure that I was okay. And even though their bath closed at 8 o'clock, they let me use it until about 8:30 just so I could get a turn as well. The accommodation was clean, everyone was friendly, and then the food was fantastic as well. If you're going to stay in a lodge in the Kamikochi region, Takusawa Lodge is a good option. Heading to the bus terminal now to go back to Tokyo, but I think before I do, I'm going to stop by Myojin Ike Pond, which is on the way. Is that matcha? Or?
No, this is a dry sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
なんか出すものがあったら可愛いんだけどね。Would you like to try it?
Oh, okay. I'll try a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Sweet first.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah.
It's like a jelly.
Yeah, it's like a jelly, right? 何を見えても。
美味しい。
美味しい
That's very good matcha.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。
はい。I make a slap sign, and that's a sign to enjoy even the last sip. Yeah, the tea is delicious, so I make a noise
Okay.
intentionally.
I should do that next time.
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。Hi!
Hi.
Hi!
Konnichiwa. So I just met Mihoko-san and Katsuya-san. And Mihoko-san is a matcha instructor in Takayama. And she just showed me the process of how to make matcha. It's really nice experience. I might try and make some matcha next time. We are at Myojin Ike, Ike meaning lake, and I'm not sure what Myojin means. Do you know the meaning?
Myojin, Myo means bright and Jin means God. But it's very spiritual lake, I suppose.
So Myojin Ike is a very beautiful and sacred place here in Kamikochi. So if you can, come and check it out. It's a 500 yen entry, but you get to see a very beautiful view and place, and maybe enjoy some matcha and coffee while you're here. So that's going to wrap it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got lots of value out of it. And if you did, please like and subscribe and comment in the comment section below. And we'll see you in the next video.